In today's video, we're going to go over 10 Halloween trick-or-treating safety tips for 2020, so stay tuned. Tip number 1. When you're out trick-or-treating, go in small groups or with your parents or family. And since we are in the middle of a pandemic, I recommend keeping your group extremely small or just going with parents or just your siblings just to help keep everybody a little bit safer. Tip number 2 is have your route planned out. Knowing where you're going to go ahead of time and then letting somebody else know your route is going to help keep you safe, especially if you go missing or something happens. People will have a rough idea where you went, where you should have been, and what time you'll be coming back home. Number 3, while going out trick-or-treating, make sure you only go to well-lit areas or houses. If a house is not lit or an area is not lit, avoid that because those are potential areas where assailants could be waiting in the dark for you. Tip number 4 for trick-or-treating is wear costumes that are easily visible at night. So whether that is so that cars and traffic can see you, or if something happened to you, your costume will be more visible to people looking for you. So make sure you wear something that's very well lit. Tip number 5 has to do with costumes again. Make sure you wear a costume that allows you to have really good visibility. You don't want to wear something over your eye that limits your vision. So make sure when you're selecting your mask or if you're wearing makeup that you are able to see everything around you. This is really going to help you see dangerous situations before they occur, and if you ever get attacked, you're going to have better visibility so that you can defend yourself. Tip number 6, again, has to do with costume. Since, again, we are in the middle of a pandemic and COVID-19, I recommend maybe wearing some costumes that kind of complement what's going on right now. So, real quick example would be maybe wear a costume where you're a doctor or a nurse or a carpenter, any type of career or job that wears that type of mask anyway, so that you don't feel that you have to alter your costume and the integrity and creativity of your costume to kind of deal with what's going on. But make sure when you are going out that you are being safe and wearing a face mask. That way you're helping to reduce the spread of COVID-19. Tip number 7, I highly recommend carrying a smartphone or a cell phone with you. That way if something bad happens or change the plan, you can easily call one of your parents or somebody else to let them know what's going on, or you can also call the authorities like the police or fire department so that they can come and help you. Also, I also recommend carrying a flashlight so that you're easily visible to traffic, as well as you have more visibility during the night. Tip number 8, I recommend having a curfew, or at least an approximate set time that you're going to be returning home or wherever you are, or as well as just having some check-in time. That way, again, if something happens to you, people on the other end will know that you should have checked in at a certain time, or you should have been at home or somewhere else at a certain time, and then they can start a search or go searching for you or call the authorities. But definitely have check-in time or curfew set up. Tip number 9, again, because of the whole COVID-19, I would consider, instead of going on trick-or-treating, maybe go to a small party, just a couple friends, or better yet, I would really recommend maybe just staying home this year. And for the parent, well, I'm hearing some parents doing, they're gonna have their kids stay at home, but they're gonna do like a at-home mini Halloween party just for their kids, and they're also going to be doing like almost like Easter, where they're gonna hike the candy around the house, but have more of a Halloween theme than an Easter theme. So that's always something cool as well. As well as you can just stay home, dress up, and watch a bunch of scary movies. That'd be really good option for 2020. And finally, tip number 10 for this year's Halloween trick-or-treating safety tip and the COVID-19 2020 is, if you're going out trick-or-treating, make sure you don't eat the candy right away. What I would recommend is go up trick-or-treating and then put your candy away for a couple days to check, make sure that it's safe, maybe disinfect it, and then after a couple days, when it's safe to do so, then you can have your candy. Now I know it's hard, you gotta wait a couple days for candy, so what I recommend is to already have some candy in the house if you feel like you need to have that candy right away. Have some candy that's already in the house that you know is safe, and you can snack on that candy while you're waiting for the candy that you collected during trick-or-treating. So, if you enjoyed today's video, you got some real good valuable information for 2020 Halloween. I also recommend checking out the playlist and the video to your right, with some more self-defense and tips for Halloween. And I want to make sure everybody's staying super safe this year. I want to wish everybody a happy Halloween. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future self-defense videos, tips, moves, techniques, and other martial arts related stuff. As well, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let us know some of the Halloween costume ideas that you're coming up with, or some of the other things that you'll be doing this year for Halloween 2020 COVID-19 style.